students, did you know that you actually have access to an online library here at Mountain House High School? Our online library is accessible through an app on your Chromebook or a website on your Chromebook called Mackin Via. You can download the Mackin Via app through the Chrome store, or you can just visit this website, mackinvia.com. In order to access your Mackin Via backpack and the library itself, what you would do is you'd visit this website, and you'll see that you have to insert the name of your high school. And after you do that the first time, it will show up every time you go. Your user ID is actually going to be your ID number. And so you'll type your ID number here in the user ID. And then in the password area, what you're going to type is you're going to type your birth date, starting with the month and then the day and the year. And you have to use 2 digits for each. For example, if you were born March 1st in 1998, you would type 030198, and that would be your password. So that's how you would get into it. You use your ID number and then your birth date, 2 digits for month, 2 digits for day, 2 digits for year, and then click login. Once you've logged in, you're into the library. We have over 5,000 books and titles here in the library. Not to mention the fact that there are a lot of research databases that can be used when you're doing research. So let me just show you a couple of quick things. It'll come up here, and the first thing it'll show you every single book that we own in the library, and there's 5,818 books in our library as of now, and we're willing and able to add more as we go along. So let's say I just want to find a book to read. There's a number of ways that I can find that. So let's say that I am looking to read, let's see that I just want to look for a popular book. Let's see if Harry Potter's in here. Oh, it doesn't look like we own Harry Potter yet in our database. So, but that's how you would search for a book. If you're just looking for a book and you're just wanting to browse our library, what you would do is you could look through all of the resources that were listed originally, and I'm going to clear my filter here of Harry Potter, and my system's going slow because I'm making this video. And what I can do is I can search by a number of different ways. You'll notice that right here we search by author when I click the author button, and it shows you the authors. I can click by subject, and it'll show me all the different subjects that show up in our library. I can even filter by subject, and you'll notice that there are 8,711 different subjects in here, and it'll tell you how many books in each of these subjects that we have here in our library. If you click the over button, it will bring you to the next few results in this list of subjects that we have. Again, it's taking a little bit of time here, but you get the idea. So at this time, what I'm going to take a look at is I'm going to look by topic and genre. And, I really like to read books that are fiction, and I really like historical fiction books. So I'm going to see if I can find historical fiction. Let's see, fiction. Let's try fiction. There we go. Here we go. Let's look at action and adventure fiction. That's kind of nice to look at. There's 64 different titles that we can choose from. And I can browse through the 64 books that the school owns. For example, here's one called Angels and Demons. Many of you may know that as a pretty popular book a few years ago. And let's say I want to check that book out. All I have to do is go over here and click the checkout button. And once I've checked it out, I have it for my in my backpack. So if I want to go to that to read that book, I can either click open now, and it will open the book for me. it's taken a while to do. And here it is. It should load faster on yours. But you notice there's 686 pages, and I can read this book right here on my computer. Just so you know, you can also download the Mackin Via app on an iPad, an iPod, Android device, an Android phone, an Android tablet. So there are all kinds of different ways that you can read this if you have your own devices. The really cool thing about these books in this system is when you check it out, if you're reading it and you want to mark certain parts and things like that, this is just like a real book in that you can highlight. Well, actually, it's not like a real book because you can highlight and change it different colors, and you can make notes, you know, and remind yourself of what you've read. And the really cool thing about it is when you're done with the book and you return it to the electronic library, if at some time in the future you want to open that book back up and recheck it out, when you check it out again, all of those notes that you made on that book the last time will still be in your book. That's kind of cool. So if you were to recheck out the book 2 years down the road as a senior, and you're currently a sophomore, you would have those same markings in that book that you had the last time that you read it. Pretty cool. So that's basics of how to check out a book. I know a lot of you like to read, and I would encourage you to start taking a look at the resources that are in here to check out books and read and use it as resources. And I'll send a video another time about how to take a look at our databases that are in here and use those as well as you research at school. Good luck. I hope you have fun.